sort of selection. Obviously, the boys are out. Happy with the team you can announce today?
Yeah, I think as the season goes on, like we've used a good number of players this year, so some really tight calls. A couple of guys with small niggles this week as well. So, but all in all, yeah, we're pleased with the team that we have, and looking forward to the challenge. Very exciting to be obviously still in the competition, being at home for a quarter final in the Aviva, and seeing the uptake, and I guess people are buying tickets and coming to the games. So the unbelievably exciting challenge for the players and for everybody at the club.
Just in relation to the back row, Don Levy in ahead of Josh, what's the thinking there? Is it a balance issue?
Obviously, yeah, exactly, a little bit of that, but also Josh has been out for a period as well, so he played his first game. I thought Dan had some good form as well during the Six Nations. Rhys Ruddock, he picked up a little bit of tightness in his calf this week, so he wasn't in the frame for selection. So yeah, I think we've good balance there. All those guys have played, and they've been in good form.
In terms of challenges that you've had this season and in your time as head coach, where would you like this?
Like last year, we played Wasps, and we understand the threats that they have, and it was a very difficult couple of games for us last year. When you face a team, we played them in the previous year's competition as well, but coming off, it was 80 odd points to I think 16. So yeah, it was a tough time for everybody associated with the club. So players have battled back well, I think, and showed really positive characteristics all through this season. You think pre-season, leading into the season, and all through the European campaign. It's obviously it's a reasonably unusual campaign. The blocks are 2 games, and then a big break again before you play a quarter final. Our squad, a lot of the guys have gone away to the Six Nations and have come back, but it's nice to have this. I wouldn't quite say it's at the back of everyone's mind. It's close to the front of a lot of our minds over the last couple of months. So yeah, here we are now. Really exciting challenge, and yeah, can't wait.
It's almost unrecognisable that you referenced those 2 games and what a tough time it was for the club. The feel around the club and how just the club seems to be purring along seems completely different. It's polar opposites almost. What do you think is the key difference there in that? What is a relatively short space of time?
You got to learn from your mistakes, I think, is the first thing. Being able to admit we did make a lot of mistakes last year, players, coaches combined, and yeah, a lot of credit, most of the credit goes to players because they've worked incredibly hard. Having that continuity with the group together over pre-season was really important for us leading into the season again, and a lot of young guys have bought into it as well, and have come through really well this year, and there's good steady competition, and plus added to the mix of guys who've had success in the past, but they want to experience that again. So yeah, everyone's pushing positive in the right direction. We're far from the finished product, and I think there's still a huge amount of growth in the team.
You said in relation to kind of key battles tomorrow, obviously the work that's gone on right throughout the weekend in earnest before this fixture, as Leo's mentioned, what would you say they are?
So you look at their back lines, Curtly Beale, Christian Wade, Elliot Davey, Jimmy Goffith, LaRue, Cipriani. They're world-class attackers, and we know that. Some of them hurt us last year and hurt us well. Some of them have been in great form during Six Nations. So as the backs, we know how big a strength they are, and what we have to do to contain them. And then you look at their forwards, and even with Launchbury, James Haskell, these guys coming off great Six Nations in form, real leaders in their pack. What we have to do up front, but at the end of the day, we can only control our performance, and we've been driving that this week. They're special weeks, being a part of, a lot of work goes into just to get here.